Hi, I'm Jeff Murrow. I want to welcome you to True Texas History, where today we are going to examine the tragic death of Selena Quintanilla Perez, otherwise known as Selena. Because on this day, March 31st, 1995, the young superstar Selena was shot in Corpus Christi. Now, Selena was originally born out in Lake Jackson, and at an early age, she got into performing, and she was a big hit in the, the Tejano music industry. She brought a new style of music that was crossing lines in the Tejano community, in to some degree in country, to some degree in pop music. She was on her well, I mean, she was a star and had attained quite a bit of stardom. At the time in 1995, she was known as the Queen of Tejano music. And this young Texas star, bear in mind, she was 23 years old at this time. She was the first person, had the first Tejano album to win a Grammy. So she was not only growing in terms of her fan base, she was growing in terms of critical acclaim, becoming more and more popular. And in the midst of this rise, there was a sudden death. She ended up being shot by the president of her fan club. Now, keep in mind, in 1995, she was big. In 1995, Lady Gaga was essentially nowhere. She was not the diva that she is today. A lot of the people weren't. And had Selena continued living, I suspect that she would have been one of these major female divas on the scene with her own style of music as well as style of dress. If you get into Selena, she was known for some very colorful outfits, and her fans loved her. But, on her rise to stardom, I mean, there are some interesting bits to her story, because as she started off, I mean, she was singing Tejano music, but she didn't speak Spanish. She essentially had to learn Spanish, and her father taught it to her phonetically because she wanted to be able to speak to many of the people who were in her listening audience, and she was very successful at it. Another quirky thing, the lady that shot her, she, it's some debate as to whether or not there was an argument, but the lady that went ahead and shot her did so. I mean, she had purchased a gun, took it back, and then repurchased it. It's almost like she had some ambivalence about it, but then she went ahead and shot Selena. Selena ran across the hotel parking lot and managed to get into the lobby, told the manager who did it, what room they were in. Those were her last words. Then the lady who did it went ahead and locked herself in a pickup truck there at the hotel parking lot. It took the FBI like 8 hours to talk her down because she was threatening to kill herself over what happened. So, I mean, it was a bad scene. And for those of you that were around in the 90s, you remember how big Selena was. I know, having grown up been in the Houston area at the time, her appearance at the rodeo and concert was a big deal. I had seen, a lot of big PR in the past when Elvis played the rodeo and a few others, and Selena was huge. And like some of the other musicians who died too young, like Buddy Holly from Texas. Selena died way too young, and she would have influenced a lot of other people in the music industry. It's also interesting to note that a couple of years after her death, when they did a movie about Selena, where Jennifer Lopez went ahead and played the role of Selena, Jennifer Lopez made history on that one by becoming the first Hispanic actress to make over $1 million for a film. So, even after she was gone, Selena continued to make history and to leave her mark. I haven't typically done many videos on pop culture icons, but since today was the anniversary of that event, I felt like it was necessary, because if you grew up in Texas, this was important. I mean, there's still festivals down in Corpus where they honor her. There's a statue of Selena down there. And, she's part of our history. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your comments down below. I'll be glad to get to them. Feel free to leave a thumbs up. I'll be happy to get those too. Until next time, this is Jeff Murrah wishing you vaya con Dios, my friends. Goodbye.